What it do, y'all? 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 What it do? Hayes Real Estate back with another Hayes TV Cribs. Another Hayes TV Cribs. Hayes TV Cribs. Welcome back, Hayes TV Cribs. What it do, y'all? Hayes Real Estate back with actually the season finale of season 1 of Hayes TV Cribs. Come on in. Before we go any further, you know I gotta give you the stats of this place. We got 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, 4464 on the square footage, and sits on 0.31 of an acre, and it's priced just under 2.3 million. Let's go ahead and get into the tour. So first things first, I do wanna highlight, as you walk in the door here, you have tall ceilings, which I can appreciate. Makes it feel very inviting, very open. To the left of the doors, you actually have a den. So right in here, straight to it, you have a beautiful den with the front facing window that I can appreciate, with a ceiling fan to keep it nice and cool. I do like this space. It's very segregated, very separate. Like I said, right when you walk in, it's right there. All right, let's go ahead and get into the home. All right, we're going left, right. All right, today we're gonna go left. We gotta go left. All right, so we have a half bath here, pretty standard. And as you come into the main living quarters, it just opens right up. Boom, bang, bang, bam, boom. To my right here, you have your formal dining room area, which seems like a great amount of space. And then here to our left really is the showstopper, honestly. I mean, look at the size of this island. This thing is absolutely massive with wraparound seating. Has a stovetop built into the island. How do you guys feel about that? Let me know in the comments below. Do you guys like the island, the stovetop placement right here? Personally, I'm gonna say no. However, you guys may think differently. Now, here's my other thing, the quartz countertops. At first, I didn't like it, but now that I actually look more into it, I love the details of it. I love the different coloring. I think it actually flows really well with the engineered hardwoods. You have like a military blue on the cabinetry with your wraparound countertop space with the LED lighting. You have a nice sink that actually faces out to these 2 large windows here. And this home is actually sitting on the back of an easement, which I don't actually like. However, it is, very secluded. Well, what do you know? We're right here by the fridge. So it's only right that we rate our fridge. Let's see what we're working with on the season finale. Quick little interruption to our tour, and we're gonna get right back to it. Did you know I was a realtor? I'm licensed in Oregon, Southwest Washington, and I actually have connections all over the country. So if you're looking to buy, sell, invest, or you even wanna sell your house for cash, drop a comment below and I'll get in touch with you right after you finish watching the video. Let's see, a little underwhelming. It's dope, I like the spacing in it, but nothing crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and give that fridge a 8. That gets an 8 for me. I really do like this kitchen. You have your double oven here, and you actually on the other side of this island, I know we done walked around it. I feel like I done just went around Hawaii, Kauai, because I just walked around this island 3 times. But over here you have your pantry area, decent amount of space. I think they could have probably, added some shelving, but they did add these makeshift shelves in here. So nothing too crazy. How are you guys feeling about this island? I think, like I said, I think that's definitely the showstopper for me. I would have preferred if they would have put the gas stove somewhere else. Okay, boom. Now we are in our living room. So it's very entertaining, very inviting. I'm a fan of this limestone. It's a very great touch and hit. I actually like that probably the most out of all things in this main living common. And you have your fireplace here, and you have your mantle for your TV. What you guys think about this main living quarters? Is it up to standards? Do you guys think it's worth 2.3? Let me know in the comments. All right, we will slide over here. And I forgot to mention, I hadn't even walked through this home before. Normally, I ain't gonna lie, I walk through the homes, I get a little feel for it. This one, I'm right with y'all, so I haven't even seen this house up until right now. So Let's see what we got here. So we got our mud room with our hangers, our cabinets. I do love this blue they use throughout. They did get a little funky with all the different colorings and the choices of color palettes, but sometimes you gotta be different. I personally doesn't give me a feel, but maybe to somebody else it will. You have a half bath over here with the floating vanity. I like this bathroom. I do like that wood touch with the light tile floors. I do like these floors. Something about light flooring that, even though I got dark flooring in my house, okay, that's another story. Here you have your laundry room, which decent sized laundry room. You have a sink in here, good amount of cabinetry space. I wonder, does it come with the Swiffer? That's the 2 million right there. All right, so, and then you also do have a window, obviously bringing in that natural light. This is a nice space. We will get to the garage shortly. It's a 3-car garage. I'll show you guys that in a minute, but we will go ahead and keep this tour pushing. This seems like a great time to tell you guys, thank you for watching all my videos. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like button, all the buttons that you could possibly hit. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Okay, back to the tour. All right, so right off to our left here, you have a standard bedroom. It's okay. It's a decent sized space. I think the carpet is not as plush, but I mean, it's a decent, it has a walk-in closet, which is, I don't know if that's anything you guys want to see, but, oh, whoa, actually we should see this. This thing, dang, I'm about 6 foot, so this thing is actually pretty high ceilings. I think, oh, cobwebs. I like this closet. I think it's more of a storage than it is a closet, but nonetheless, a good place to store extra belongings, the Christmas decorations, you know, all that jazz. All right, on the main level, and this is something that a lot of people like, we have the primary ensuite. So this actually is a solid amount of space. I think if you guys have watched the episodes, I'm really into a big primary suite. I think that's important. And here you have that good amount of space with your walkout to your patio. That's more of a private feel. And here you have even like a nice seating arrangement. So with all these things in here, you can get a good feel of the amount of space. I love the wraparound windows, bringing in that light. And then we will head into the primary ensuite bathroom. Let me take a peek. Like I said, I hadn't been in here before. Okay, data collection. So like I said, I'm not a fan of these countertops here. I am a fan of the blue. The flooring is good. But one of the things that stand out to me that I think is a very little thing, but a good hit, is these clothes racks. You know, you come in or you want to set your robe or something, you know, those are the little details, especially in a bathroom, that I think are very important. So I do like that. I like this shower. I love the seating arrangement. Whoa, easy, tiger. I got the free range tub over here. And I do like this window strip, you know, like it offers that privacy, but still brings in some light. This bathroom is actually pretty big. I can't say it's my favorite bathroom. You got a nice little linens closet right here. Not my favorite bathroom, but I am liking the space. Before we leave, let's go ahead and check out the primary bedroom walk-in closet. And this thing is low-key big. I can't even lie to you. It is big. I love the wraparound shelving. You even have a nice little mirror here. You know, when you want to come in and check it out. I think it's designed decent. I'm not gonna say it's designed top of the line. Easy. See, and that's what I mean, functionality. I should be able to walk and backpedal without hitting my door, but all in all, I do think it's a nice bathroom. All right, to the upstairs. So as we enter the top portion of the home on this landing strip, you have just another utility room. It looks like another place to put a washer and dryer, which is a nice addition, right? To be able to have multiples. And wow, okay. I'm not mad at it. I do like this space. Nice entertainment, very spacious, windows with the overhang. I could definitely see this being an entertainment room, a gathering center area if you have kids. I do really like this space. I like it a lot. Over here off, we have A bedroom, very standard, not that big. Here we have the shared bathroom for this level. You have your dual vanity. I like the tile work they used there with the water head. Nothing crazy. Now, this is what I'm talking about here. Does this match to y'all? Like, and then the flooring, like, and then that flooring, it's a little hard on the eyes, guys. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'm just leave it at that. Let's go ahead and check out this bedroom. This bedroom's actually a little bigger than the last one. Closet, with, you know, a decent amount of space. It's kind of shaped kind of weird, but definitely can get the job done. So far, the bedrooms, not that impressed. However, I do love that great room. That is a super dope part of this home. I will give them some shout outs on that. All right, the final bedroom. Okay, so this is like the primary suite of the upstairs, because here you have your walk-in closet, which this one is, you know, shaped a lot better in terms of functionality, a really good spacing. And then here you have your walk-in bathroom. Now, that shower is pretty dope. I do like that shower. I like the tile work. I like the color palettes of that. I like the 2 shower heads. You got the rainfall. And then, like I said, again, you have the eyesore. Guys, let's leave this where we found it. But I do like this mirror. I do like that mirror. That wraps it up for the inside. We'll go ahead and check out the outside, and then we're gonna wrap the finale up with Hayes TV Cribs. Let's see what the outside has to offer. All right, it's very peaceful back here. You have your covering here, and actually we've seen this on one of the former episodes, and originally I thought it retracted, but it actually opens up and closes like blinds. So I'll go ahead back and correct myself on that, but I think that's super dope. Creates that year-round feel to be able to come outdoors and hang out. I like this deck area. You have your artificial turf. Should we get it for the one time for the season finale? Hit a little icky. Okay. Say that for season 2 now. Okay. But all in all, I do like how you have off the primary ensuite, you have your own little patio area. I love the trees that surround it to enclose it. I love this covering. And then this actually wraps around back to the front. So it's not too overwhelming, like I said, with the artificial turf. Definitely manageable. How y'all feel about this backyard? Is enough space? Is it enough for y'all? Drop the comment below. All right, y'all know what time it is. It's rating time. This house, like I said, I had a lot of things that I did like. That great room upstairs. I love that huge island with the wraparound seating. There's a lot of good details of this home. However, some of the things I really did not like. So with that being said, this one gets a 7 out of 10 for me. And yeah, what y'all think about it? Y'all think it deserves higher? Now keep in mind, it's 2.4 million. All right, but I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching all the way through season 1, and we coming back with season 2 even harder. So I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all season 2.